Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Dave Bluezynski Be a Pro here in NHL 26. So last episode, if you did not catch it, we got through the last of the preseason, and we've already started up year number 2. As you can see, Dave has played 2 games with currently no points, so not really much to talk about there. Unfortunately, my voice is still pretty shot because I am still getting over a cold, so just bear with me that my voice probably sounds pretty awful throughout this entire episode, but yeah, anyways, let's get to some stuff from Dave. I feel like the first few games we actually played pretty decent, and we're not it's kind of weird not being on the score sheet yet, but it could be just because we're adjusting to playing right wing full time this season, because obviously last year we played left wing. But you could see in those 2 games we had 7 shots, so I think we definitely generated some good chances. And then if we go to some other individual stats, we already have a hit this season, so maybe we're getting a little bit more physical as the season goes on. And you can see the giveaway takeaway ratio to start off the season is also pretty strong. So Dave has been making some pretty good plays in terms of intercepting the puck, and I'm hoping that obviously he can continue to do that and then also help out with the offensive load as the season goes on. So with that said, let's get you guys' comments, see what you guys have to say about last episode, and then we will get into hopefully another 5 to 6 games, so that way we could kind of progress throughout the second season a little bit quicker. So the first comment is from Dylan Burrows, who says, I don't think there was here, but in some cases they have more options for dialogue. Try and hit down to see if there's more options in the future. What do you think about taking a look at your look or changing your equipment to stick, tape job, etc.? So yeah, when we go to conversations next, we'll definitely see if there's actually more options for us to do, which I honestly don't know if there was or not. They didn't say anything about like scrolling down, I don't think, but we'll obviously take a look at that if we ever have a conversation again with the coach. Aside from that, changing Dave's look a little bit this season, I'm not too sure if there's really anything we can change really that would actually be worthwhile. I feel like obviously if he gets dealt at some point, it would make sense to change up some things. Like, I guess the one thing we could do is maybe adjust like what our stick tape looks like a little bit. Like, we already have the blue stick tape on the shaft, which I think goes good obviously because it's the team color. We could try white stick tape down on the bottom instead and maybe go for a half no toe. Let's just try something a little bit different just to give Dave a little bit of a different look. I feel like the black tape down there maybe just does too much black. I don't know. Let's give it a little bit of white and we'll see how that does. It looks kind of a little bit strange maybe. Maybe I should still do the full toe but just make it white. You know what? Let's do what I kind of do in like, actually I don't do that in floor hockey, do I? I'm trying to think of what I should do here. What about no stick tape? That looks kind of dumb. You know what, let's do a little bit of a toe, and we'll see how that is. Obviously, it might change the complexion of how Dave plays, but then we'll be able to see the puck on our stick maybe a little bit better, because when it was all black, it was kind of hard to see. Aside from that, his like visor color, I think obviously keeping it blue should be fine. His skates, I think, probably are okay. Yeah, I don't really think there's much else we should change. We could always give him a jersey tuck. Sorry, my voice literally is cracking. But yeah, like, we could give him a jersey tuck if we want to. Yeah, let's give him a jersey tuck for this season, see how that works. I feel like that makes him look a little bit more lethal than he did, obviously, in the past. So we'll see if a little bit of adjusting his stuff can make him a better player. Probably not, but it would still be kind of funny if we were really good with a tuck jersey versus not one. And the last infeld comment is from Sarotaku, says, not that I mind a long series, but I think playing up to 6 games for episodes that will be uploaded only twice a week will be a bit much. Perhaps you could play a bit offline and upload 8 to 15 minute highlight packages once a week. This way the series can move along a bit quicker, and maybe you could do a normal franchise mode along with what other throwback when you do your draft, or when your drafted glory one ends. And yeah, so I don't really know if there's a play that I could actually do this outside of the YouTube videos, because these episodes on their own, technically without any cuts and all that, take around 2 hours to record. So I'm already condensing it down by over an hour. So to have basically me on my free time also playing this, I don't know if I'll be able to do that type of thing. So I think we'll probably end up staying the same type of system what we're doing right now. But obviously, we probably won't get through all 25 or 20 years of Dave's career. We could always say that, I guess, maybe if near the end of this mode, he ends up getting injured or something like that, we could say it was a career-ending injury. I'm not too sure. The good thing is we could announce his retirement at any point in his career if we want to. The good thing also is maybe if we really want to, we could always We could always keep this save file and we could come back to it like years down the road and just take a look at Dave again, maybe play around with him as well too. So I plan to probably get a good chunk of seasons done because we're literally only in November and we've already done one season. So I think it's probably like one season every 2 months. So if we think about one season every 2 months, another season could be done in January, another one in March. Like we could probably get through at least maybe close to 6, 7, 8 seasons. I don't really know exactly, but I think we should be able to get a decent chunk done. Depends on, I guess, Dave's ice time and how many games we go through at a time. This season, obviously, we're going to be getting more ice time than last year, so it could change things a little bit. But anyways, with that said, I think we are ready to hop on into the first game of the episode. It is a home game, so this is our first home game of the season against Montreal. Let's see if Dave could get on the score sheet in this game. He has been out there for some goals for because Max Domi's been really good so far this season. So it'd be nice to see if we could continue that and our line could continue to get points and hopefully we could continue to be out there for goals for. We were out there for goals against though too, so got to find a way to be a little bit better defensively. Oh, interesting. We got a new cutscene for the start of the new home opener. That's interesting. I was not expecting that. It's still funny that Dave is like literally as tall as the other guys. I'm gonna have to completely mute the game audio here so you guys know. Just because it is copyright. I got a copyright strike last time about it, so unfortunately you will not be able to hear anything that they're saying, but at least you'll be able to see this cool ass cutscene. So kind of interesting that they actually have a cutscene like this for the next season. I didn't expect that. So here we go. Dave Bluezynski ready for the home opener. Opening clash of this rivalry matchup too, which is quite exciting. Last season, is that last season's record that we both had 2 wins? And oh no, yeah, it might be last season's record, 2-2 versus each other. I'm not too sure, but this is kind of a cool thing. I didn't expect to see that to start the season. So, okay, here we go. Let's get free. Cam finds Dave. Dave with the puck. Dave doesn't have too much room, so he's gonna curl back. He looks over. Oh my goodness, that pass was not really where I wanted to throw it, but at least Gavrikov still got to it. Domi to Dave. Oh my goodness, I didn't want to spin there, but it still worked. And it didn't. Gavrikov couldn't get the shot through. All right, let's see if there's any sim engine goals. It feels like there's definitely 1 or 2. Maybe 3 even. It's 2. Okay, Matthews scores 1, and I'm not too sure who scored the other, but that's a good start for our team, and then we didn't get to play for a lot of the rest of this period so far, so maybe this first game will go a little bit quicker than last episode. So far, a shot to the net. Dave was in front. I don't think he deflected it, but he tried to screen Montembeault a little bit. Domi, you could go back over to your left. You are a left winger after all. All right, that's a big save by Wool. He's had a good first period, so we need to be on our game here a little bit more. It's going to be really tough, I think, for us to get to that second line this season, but obviously we'll take we can take half the season being a third liner. It doesn't really matter as long as we get up to like the top 6 at some point, right? As it looks like there is some more sim engine goals as the Habs do get on the board early into the second. We got benched for the first 8 minutes pretty much. Stuck on somebody. What was that pass, Domi? I was literally stuck. Oh, Dave might have registered his second hit of the season there. He steals it back. Dave looking around, looking dangerous. Dave down to Domi, back to Dave. Dave, Tanev shot. Domi finds it in the slot. Can't get that shot to the net. And McCabe jumped up. Dave with a good poke check. Dave gets it back. He shot that just wide and he got blown up. Oh my goodness. And then he's glitching out too. That was a really good chance. Domi saw Dave go to the nets. Dave gets this, and then Slavkovsky just buries Dave. Dave still shot this off on the backhander, just misses that net. It's kind of crazy that literally one hit all last year. I don't even know how that was possible. Okay, Dave, hold up. There you go. Carlo, you got it. Dave goes to the front of the net, trying to pull off a screen. Carlo had a chance, turned away by Montembeault. I got to go on a change again soon, but we'll have to wait till it comes out of our zone. There you go, Domi. Oh my goodness, that was a bad pass, and then they scored. What is that? And why did he have so much speed? Nick Suzuki scores after a brutal turnover by Domi. I didn't even call for the pass, but that's just a bad pass. And then all of a sudden he gets warp speed. You see how fast he's going? Like he gets his puck and all of a sudden, look at that speed. This is even on slow motion. He's just going like 50 miles an hour. Or maybe more than that probably, but I don't even know. He's literally like a freaking car on a freeway. Like that speed is outrageously fast. which is not great. So we were up 2-0, but now it's a 3-3 game. So it is literally back and forth here. Yeah, I didn't call for that pass on that Domi play whatsoever. I guess I was maybe open for a second, so he thought he could throw it to me. I'm not too sure. Here you go, Dave. It's just Bluezynski. Oh, that was a good move. It still got the camp. Dave found the rebound, but he could not bury it. Dave looks around. There you go. Carlo. Dave, go to the front of the net. Unfortunately, our team can't hold on to this puck. But it will be 3-3 going into the third, so pretty back and forth game at this point. So far, we haven't, I don't think, had much chances. I don't even know if we've generated a shot yet, but hopefully we could generate something like that in a third. The shots are actually pretty even, too, in this game, so maybe this will be the type of game that goes to an overtime situation. Domi finds McCabe. McCabe over to Dave. Dave will hold on to it, try and scoot around. He still has it as Evans is right on him. Dave looking around, finds it to McCabe. McCabe, a blast, deflected. Rebound was there, and somehow their goalie found it. God damn. That was kind of insane. Camp to Domi, turned away. Dave gets it again. Dave. McCabe. Tanev. Oh, come on. Oh, Dave's got it now. Dave. Backhander, turned away by Montembeault. Might as well take a shot there and try and get him to hold on to that, at least in their zone. All right, yeah, so far this third period has been good, too, in terms of at least being out there for some good chances. It looks like we took the lead back. Power play goal, Nick Robertson. Let's go. There you go, Carlo. Come on, kick it around, kick it up. There you go. Here is Dave. Dave with a head full of speed. Dave will hold up, throws it to Camp. That's turned away. Dave finds the rebound, and Montembeault found it. There you go. Here's Dave again. Dave trying to get around Bluezynski. He'll cut back. Suzuki's right on him, too. Domi ran right into me, but I still got the pass through. Let's help on out here. Nice job, Dave. Nice steal. There you go. What a forecheck by Dave. McCabe finds it to Dave again. Dave throws it to the net. I might have been deflected by McCabe, but a big save by Montembeault as I tried to make sure we could get this face-off in their zone and get more chances since we have full pressure, but unfortunately we're going to come on off after that shift, but still not the way I was hoping it to. There we go. Good poke check from Dave. He's getting by Mikkola. Dave's got a breakaway. Dave walks in. Come on. I lost control. I was going to try and go to the backhand, but instead I think I might have got poke checked. Looks like somebody has scored, though. And it will be our team, and unfortunately the game is done, but still that's a 5-3 victory, as we will win our first game of the season. No points again for Dave, but it was, I'd say, an okay effort. Probably our worst of the 3 games, because I think the first 2 games we had some better defensive plays. But it's still, I would say, aside from the being out there for the goal against, I think that was an okay game. Just got to obviously get some offense going for our line, because we were -1 in 13 minutes. We had 4 shots on goal. We did register another hit, and we had the puck for almost 2 minutes, so we had some chances to get points, but we still haven't found a way to get so. And yeah, our form score is going to be dropping off to a 42. So it started off, I think, like a 56, but it's been going down a bit these last few games. So we got to get it back up there if possible. So our final stats in that game: C+ offense, C on defense, and B- on team play. And like I said, getting another hit in is good to see, because at least that shows that Dave might have a little bit more of a physical presence on that third line this season. We don't really need to use any energy, so we'll keep that for the time being. So let's advance to the next game, which is against the Dallas Stars. Interesting, on home ice. I wonder when we play against St. Louis, because it'll be interesting when Dave gets to play actually back on home ice. We have 8 energy points. Let's do more towards trait points like we've been doing for the last little bit, because we might as well not put anything into health yet again, and we don't really need X Factor points still, I don't think, at this point in time. Maybe eventually, but not yet. But yeah, I wonder when we play the St. Louis Blues. I should take a look at our calendar here just for fun. When do we play the Blues? Let's see. Especially in St. Louis, because obviously we played them last year in Toronto, but Dave never got a chance to play in St. Louis, which is what we circled around on the calendar last year. It's probably going to be late in the year, it looks like, if I'm seeing it correctly. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, February 11th. Interesting. Okay, so Dave will play them on February 11th if he is healthy. Hopefully he is. At that point, we should be, because it is a little bit earlier than last year's matchup, so Anyways, let's continue to advance to the Dallas game. They are currently 4-0 to start the season, so this is going to be a tough matchup for sure. But obviously, let's hope that we can get some stuff going. Is our line still the same? Is there any injuries yet? No, there is. Domi might have got injured in that last game. Yes, he did. Damn, that's unfortunate. Because Domi had 2 goals in the early part of the season. So Nick Robertson, who's also got actually 2 goals, will move up to the third line to play with us. And an OEL's playing forward. Gotta love seeing OEL as a 4th line forward. I don't think that's a great idea, coach, but I'm not the one to bring that up. You gotta decide that stuff on your own. All right, let's see what Dave could do against the Dallas Stars. We have played them before, I think, last season. I think we played them in both meetings, and they're definitely a tough team. They were the team that blew us up last year, where they won, like, wasn't it like 7 or 9-1, something like that? Because I remember the Sim Engine scoring a lot of goals for them. Riley over to Dave. Dave gets by. Here is Dave. Steals on him. Dave will hold on up. Throws it over to Riley. Riley finds Robertson. Can't get a great shot through. Dave will forecheck. Almost took a penalty. Got to be careful with that poke check. I was not expecting that pass. Dave, you got to get back. Dave getting back on Strome. Strome doesn't get a crazy dangerous chance there. That's a good job by Dave to close that gap. Here's Dave again. Dave tries to get by. He gets hit, but he still has possession of that puck. Dave curls back. Lost it. It still goes to the net, and DeSmith will have to freeze it. And then it goes back into the Dallas zone. The shots are heavily in Dallas's favor right now, so we need to start generating some chances. Camp finds Dave. Dave finds it to Carlo. Riley, a bomb that's off the post. And then that puck will come out of the zone. I was going to see if I could hold that in, but it was way too high in the air. Robertson holding on to it. Robertson finds Dave. Dave looks for a shot, turned away by DeSmith. See if we could generate some more shots on net for our team, because, like I said, so far the shots are pretty heavy in Dallas's favor. And Dave with it. Will hold up. Finds Gavrikov. Gavrikov throws it to Camp. Bluezynski goes to the net. Can't get to that rebound. Dave will steal it back again. Finds Gavrikov again. Gavrikov shoots it. It's blocked out of the air. Dave poke checked it off Longfist, but it does not get in. Good forechecking from our line. Oh, nice pass. Here we go. Dave will get over to the left side. Dave will look around. Looks to the point. Gavrikov a bomb, and nobody's in front, so DeSmith sees that. Cam finds Dave. Dave will carry it. We need to make a line change, so we'll hold up for a little bit here. Dave over to Camp in front. That's turned away. Damn, I thought it was going to find Nylander, but Camp had a good chance there. And that will do it for the opening period. I think we had a pretty solid first period there. Definitely some stuff to build on, but we made some really good passes. That was a great pass to Camp. Unfortunately, he could not bury it at the end of the period, but at least it's scoreless. So this is another pretty even-Steven type of game, because he expects Dave to chase that down, I guess. Patrick Kane is in Dallas. That's kind of weird. Here's Dave. Throws it to Tanev. Tanev finds McCabe. McCabe can't get the shot through. Dave's got it back again. Dave looking around. Finds McCabe. McCabe will shoot that again, and it's turned away. You would expect. Dave looking around. Let's throw maybe a shot towards the net. That's not a good shot. Carlo will get to it, though. Up front, Robertson can't get a dangerous shot as Dave was trying to pull a quick screen. Nick Robertson holding up. Kick it up. There you go. Dave will help on out. Steals it. Here's Dave. Walking in. Shooting it. Camp will find that loose puck, but he cannot score on it. Damn, man. It blocked my shot. And then it almost found it to Camp to have a chance to knock that in. There you go. Camp finds Dave. Here we go. Dave. The throw shot. Not a dangerous shot, but we might as well get a whistle in their zone. Let's go, Camp. Camp walks in, finds Bluezynski, but he doesn't have really much room to shoot that puck. And somehow they have possession. Strome is turned away. We got to be careful on those turnovers. We got to be careful on those. Tough to say. Tanev a bomb. That was an interesting shot. DeSmith stops it. Oh, turnover has been forced. McCabe with a bomb. That's turned away. Over to Dave. Dave walks in with it. Dave still with it. Dave cuts back, looking around. Over to Tanev. Tanev's shot is blocked by Camp. Bluezynski tries to get to the front of the net, but he keeps getting bodied out of that area. Now he has a shot from his teammate. Hit him in the back. God damn. Camp. Bluezynski. McCabe. Dave going back to the front of the net. That shot might have hit at Dave again. I'm not even sure. Come on, Robertson. Camp to Dave. Dave will play on his left side for a little bit. Dave walks to the front of the net. Got a shot, but the defenseman stayed in the shooting lane. And I don't even know if that was really considered a shot on net. Robertson He'll dump it. Dave will have to forecheck. Dave forces a turnover. Cam finds Bluezynski. Bluezynski looking around. Throws it to Gavrikov. He shot it. It's blocked. Damn, that was a perfect setup by Dave, too. Dave with a good hit, standing up on Duchesne, and then he goes off on a change. So Dave, I think, already has his third hit of the year. There's a little bit of a weak hit, but still. Are we going overtime? Yes, we are. Okay, this is a really weird game. This is one of those type of games that you used to see back in the dead puck era. As it's scoreless going into overtime, will we get any shifts in overtime, or will this be one of those ones that we might get a shootout opportunity in? Let's see. Will there be a hero in OT? The answer is not yet. Here's Carlo. Up to Dave. It's a 2-on-1. Dave looking around. Shooting it. Turn away. I was going to literally pass that to Robertson, but I think he was covering me the entire time. Oh, here we go. Robertson. Oh my goodness, what was that pass? They caught us off guard, and Wool's making a big save there. We might come off after that. Dave is still out there, but he's gassed. Robertson shoots it. Turned away by DeSmith, and that is probably our last shift of this game. At least our offense and defensive grades are getting better because of how we've played in this game. If we are going to go to a shootout, so it is going to be one of those games where both goalies, I think, get credited with a shootout, maybe, or shutout, maybe. I'm not even too sure. But let's see if we get a shootout opportunity. I think we still are in the same spot as we were last year, so we'll see if we're able to get a chance in this one, or if it's going to be decided beforehand. But Rantanen is up first. Rantanen in on Wool, and he scores on the first shot. Of course he does. So literally there was no goals all game, and then Rantanen scores on the first shootout attempt as he got Wool diving. Wool tried to go for the flying poke check, and Rantanen just goes to that backhander and easily puts that in. Damn, that was a little bit of a bad play by Wool, but he tried to get a little aggressive, and Mikko Rantanen makes him pay. All right, Matthews is up now. Let's see if he could tie this one up. Matthews on DeSmith. Nope. DeSmith is still not allowed a single goal all game. And a big chance here for Jason Robertson to put on some pressure. Jason Robertson walks in on Wool, and he scores two. And it was another backhand goal. And our team is looking like they're going to get shut out potentially here if we can't find a way to score two quick goals in these next attempts and not allow anything. That was a backhand through the 5-hole. That's an interesting one. Wool kind of gets a little bit aggressive too, but to get that 5-hole is not what I'd expect. All right, Marner has to score or else this game is done. And he is stopped, so the Dallas Stars remain undefeated, unfortunately. And absolutely no goals in that game for both teams. We had our chances to score, but unfortunately we could not do anything. Nick Robertson got third star because he had 6 hits. That's kind of funny. But, yeah, nobody else is going to get a lot of stars in this game. It's just going to be all goalies pretty much, right? Yeah, it's going to be both goaltenders. Both of them are going to get the shutout, I guess, technically, which is really weird. But our final stats in that game, obviously no points. But 16 minutes of ice time, 5 shots on goal, and the puck for over 2 minutes. And we did register another hit. So I still think that was a solid game for Dave. But obviously it would have been nice to score one just because obviously nobody else did in that one. So a lot of work to go. No points in 4 games, but hopefully he get on the score sheet here rather soon. All right, our final stats in this game, B- on offense and defense, and then a C+ on team play. All right, I'll take it. We did go up a bit in the penalty kill department, so that's always good. But so far, yeah, this second season's been a little bit slow. But we still have 4 games left of this chapter. That's okay. Our next game is against Detroit, so this should be maybe another rivalry matchup. Yeah, it says it's a grudge match, so this should be kind of interesting to see what we could do in this second game, or this first game against them this season. But this, I guess it's not the second meeting. The second meetings, I think one of the last games Dave's played before his injury was against Detroit, right? So Dave has a little bit of, I think we had multiple goals against them in our career, maybe 1 goal at least, so we do know how they play, but I don't know who they brought in the offseason. So let's get to this game. They are 3-2 on the season. Let's see if we could find a way to get on the score sheet here. I feel like I should maybe look if I need energy actually first, so kind of sucks that we're not now on the road though. We're 1-2-1, they're 3-2. Do we need to turn up Dave's health a little bit? Not crazy amount. Let's just do it though anyways, just because I feel like if Dave gets hit randomly, he could get injured, and I don't want him to be made of glass. So let's see if we could find a way to respond in this game after a shootout loss. At least it was a point last game. but it's definitely been a little bit of a slow start for this team this season. All right, grudge match as well. Who's going to be showcased in this? Last year we had 4 wins. They had nothing. Larkin needs to drive the offense, apparently, for them. He's the key to the game, and Matthews is a catalyst for us, apparently. So, should be an interesting matchup. Obviously, Dave's still not going to get showcased there yet, but maybe down the line he will. Oh, my goodness. There you go, Tanev. Here we go. Our line's got a chance now. Kampf is tripped, and at least our team will be going to the power play, but a little bit of a disjointed start in this Detroit game. There you go. Oh, my goodness, Riley, that was dangerous. Nice poke check by Dave, so Edvidson can't get a crazy hard shot there. Covering the point. Carlo over to Dave. There you go. Nice breakout. Dave throws it back in deep. Kampf will battle for it. Dave will try and help out. I don't know. Domi. Kampf. And there's Bobrovsky. I didn't even realize. So Bobrovsky was in Florida now. Obviously, it's Stolarz. So Bobrovsky has moved on to Detroit. Here you go, Kampf. You got it. You got it. There you go. Over to Dave. Dave will take it. Dave scoots on by. Backhander. Not a crazy hard, dangerous chance, but still one to take to the net. And Berggren gets it out. It's covered here. Don't want anybody going to the net. Oh my goodness. And that one gets in. I got crossed up a bit. The defender got crossed up a bit. Sammy Blais knocks in that rebound. I thought that was almost close to goalie interference too, but that's unfortunate. Yeah, that one was a weird one because he kind of put this on net. It was turned away, and then he interferes there with the goalie, and then it falls in. So that's where I think the game could have called goalie interference, but it didn't. But yeah, Riley lost control of where Blais was. I got crossed up, like I said. And unfortunately for us, we're out there for another goal against. And it will be 1-0 though for them after 1. And our team might be starting the second period on the power play, which is good at least. But we aren't getting power play shifts like we were for a little bit last season. So power play does not result in a goal for us, but it does for them as they make it 2-0 with Edvidson's goal. Here we go, Kampf. Go with it. Go with it. He found Dave. Dave will carry back. Looking around, shoots it. Oh my goodness, get out of the lane, Domi. You're literally blocking my own shot, bro. I know I blocked some of your guys' shots, but that's not intentional. Yours was like literally right in front of me the entire time. Holy moly. I'm going off on a change. This is probably one of the toughest games I've had, and of course they score as we're making the change. But yeah, this is one of the toughest games I think Dave has had. The line is not having good chemistry like it was doing earlier in this season. Like even the games I had no points in, like against Florida and all that, was good. But now Detroit's up 4-0. Kampf. There you go, Dave. Oh my goodness, come on, man. You got to put that in. Damn, man. Our team is absolutely flat. And I am as well, for that matter. Oh, here you go, Dave. Let's throw that to the net. I had to be a little bit more patient there and take a chance game in this episode. Hopefully we could get bounced back in next game, but our team hasn't scored in 5 periods. Actually, more than that technically if you include an overtime period and a shootout period. I wasn't going to go in too deep or else I'd leave probably a man open. Kampf's got it. Bluezynski goes to the net. Lost control because he was poke checked, I think. And we get benched for 10 minutes. Maybe. No, you're going to get closed off fast and there's no room to go there, but we still got it to Tanev. McCabe, Domi, Dave goes to the front of the net. That hits the post. I might have interfered with the goalie a little bit there, though. But a brutal showing from our team as our team will get shut out in back-to-back games. Well, it's not just Dave's line. It's definitely the other lines, too, that aren't doing enough. But we need to find a way to end this bleeding. As, we were -1 again. 3 shots on goal. Had the puck for a minute 45. Threw another hit. But only played 12 minutes. Yeah, we need to find a way to get this team going, because I don't know if it's our struggles per se that are just making this team not play that good, but this team also has been bad. So that's probably why. 5 games played with no points, and then our team is 1-3-1. We have a 40 out of 70 on the chapter average, so we got to get that up there. We still have a couple more games to do probably in this episode, so let's hope that we can find a way to win another game. Because right now I'm not too sure about how Dave has been playing or his team in general. Are we still playing that right side? I got to double check before every game almost, because if they move me to the left wing, I won't know. Okay, so they are still playing us as a right winger. Okay. No injuries really on the team. Domi's coming back from his injury, so... All right, well, let's see if we can respond with a better game here, because we have not scored since the Montreal game. So technically, in this episode, we've only had those 5 goals from the first game, and ever since, though, our team has not been able to score. So let's get to this game against the Capitals and see if we could find our offensive game, both on our team and our players well. Like, Dave needs to get going, the team needs to get going. We need sim engine goals, whatever it might be. We have 19 shots on goal already, so we've already hit that. But we have not been on the score sheet yet, so... Niemela lost it. He got it back in. Dave will throw it back towards Niemela. Niemela got it. That shot finds Dave. That was turned away. How did that not go in? I thought I had the goal right there. Gavrikov a bomb. That's blocked. How did Dave not score there? Because this loose puck came to Dave. Dave finds it. And then this is just turned away with the pad by Logan Thompson. Dave will throw it all the way around. Unfortunately, Kulak picks that off. But then Dave will pick off Kulak's play. Dave throws a backhander to the net. That is blocked. I'm going to go over to the right wing now as Domi's going to forecheck. Maybe. Nope, he gives up. Nice hit there by Dave. Oh boy, Dave with like a little shove from behind. So yeah, Dave is definitely stronger than he was last season. That's definitely a given. Because that might be a hit on the numbers. I don't even really know. But he hits down Kulak. Kulak actually falls too. So, Dave making sure to throw that physicality a little bit more. Let's go with a screenshot like this. You guys will think that he's going to get a suspension, or not a suspension, a game misconduct. But there we go. Yeah, I feel like Dave is doing good in terms of at least kind of playing more to a third line role. But obviously, one thing we need to do is better is offense. And our team's already done 1-0, so is this team literally going to get shut out another period, potentially? I was going to go overcommit on that play. Oh, here we go, Kampf. Kampf's got to break away. Can he score and break the shutout streak? No, he cannot. Looks like there is a sim engine goal finally. And of course, it's finally our team with 1 minute and 6 seconds. So our team almost got it shut out for another period. But Nick Robertson at least has tied this game up. He's been one of the better players on our team, because he's got 3 on the year. Here we go. Dave looks around. Domi will shoot it and turn away. Dave will get to that rebound. Dave holding on to it, trying to get Roy to cross-check him, but he doesn't. Carlo. Riley, he doesn't even get a shot there. What the heck was that animation? I think special teams would be good if our power play could get some chances. That would help out a lot with things. But our team does take the lead. There's a power play goal. I was just speaking of that. If our team could get some special teams chances, we could score on those. So Matthews makes it 2-1. Okay, let's get out of our zone here quickly, boys. There you go, Kampf. Oh, they take the puck, though. Chikrin, I don't want him to shoot it. Nice block, Niemela. He doesn't have a stick. Niemela, take my stick, bro. Take my stick. There you go. Kind of a bit weird and a little bit of a long stick for Dave, but you got to be nice to our teammates and hand them the stick, especially if they're a defenseman. Dave with somebody else's stick tries to score with it. That would have been nice if I could have scored with somebody else's stick. All right, well, that's an uneventful second again. I feel like we're literally like a cardio type player right now. We're just out there for the speed, basically, and that's it. I don't feel like we've been doing enough, but I feel like maybe next chapter we'll start to score more, but so far this chapter's been kind of like more of a finding our defensive game, our physicality. Oh, yikes. There you go. There you go, Dave. Let's go for a clap shot. Might as well take a clapper. Not a dangerous shot, but I need to start getting more shots to the net if I'm going to find a way to break our goose egg. This is a big, big drought. And they tied the game up. Oh no, Nick Dowd. There you go. Domi to Dave. Dave's got room. He gets around Faravari. Dave walking in, throws it over, scores. There you go. I knew I had to make that pass as we finally get on the score sheet this season. And we assist on David Kampf's first goal of the year too. So we help him get off the goose egg. But that's what I saw coming. I could have probably went for a shot there, but I saw the passing lane. And a quick shot by Kampf off the great pass. We're lucky we got around Faravari because he's a pretty good defenseman. So some good hustle from Dave and a great pass. Sets up his teammate. The two Daves connect as they typically do. And it's nice to get off of that schneid a little bit. Obviously, we still have no goal in the year, but assists are good too. We do have B-minuses across the board in this game, so this is similar to the first few games of the season. Here's Dave again, trying to get around Faravari again. He'll cut back, looks to the inside. I didn't want to throw it there. I wanted to throw it to Kampf. Here we go, Domi. Shoots it. Loose puck in front. And somehow Thompson found it. And that's probably our last shift of the game. But we do have a B- overall. Apparently our batteries are low. But luckily I have batteries nearby. So I can change those at any time. But 3-2 for us. Our team is going to win this game in Washington. So hopefully that gets us going a little bit. We do have points in a couple games this episode so far. Like we won our game, of course. I don't know, we lost our game in a shootout against Dallas. So technically we have been a little bit better in this episode as a team. But our goal scoring has been quite low. But for Dave to pick up that point, that's huge to get off this schneid a bit. 16 minutes of ice time, 1 assist, +1, 3 shots, and the puck for 238. And we had our first multi-hit game. We had 2 hits in that one. So, like I said, Dave is playing a bit of a different role this season. Only the 1 assist so far, but he has been effective in terms of throwing some hits. Almost every single game of his career so far in the second year. All right, yeah, that was a really solid game. Maybe I'll get our form score up there. Let's see. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Only to a 45, so I don't think we're going to hit that 70 still, but at least we've had 2 good games in our last 3, technically, I guess. So we are still going to try and get these last 2 games done as well, just because obviously I want to kind of get 6 games still done per episode, if I can, that is. We have some energy back, so we'll get another trait point, which is nice. We'll keep 3 energy. Actually, let's put 1 towards health already, just in case, because since we're throwing more hits, we're going to go down a little bit quicker. All right, let's get to this next game, which is against the Jets. They are 3-3. We are 2-3-1. So both teams off to a little bit of a slow start compared to where they should be. Let's see how we play against them. And it's another home game. So now that we have an assist in this episode, maybe this is the time for Dave to start getting going. And since we haven't done this in a while, let's use the alternate jersey, because then we could get maybe a screenshot of Dave using that again, because I don't think I've used it since like a pretty early episode of this series. So let's see what we can do against Winnipeg. I don't know if they've brought in any new pieces, but they're obviously a pretty damn good defensive team. Show me a shot. That's turned away, and that deflection goes to the corner. Dave will steal away from Tolvanen. Dave trying to kick it out. Kampf battling too. Dave gets it back to the point somehow. McCabe. Dave goes to the front of the net. Rebound is loose there. Dave can't find it. Either can Kampf, as Kampf gets completely blown up. Here you go. Nice pass. Here's Dave. Dave will look around. Dave gets by. Dave still with it. Still holding on. Throws it back to the point. McCabe's shot doesn't get through. Here you go. Niemela. Over to Dave. Dave gets hit as he lost control, but he got it back again. Dave cuts back. Throws it to the point. Domi shoots it. Turned away in Winnipeg, which is very weird. Dave's got possession of that puck. He can't get a shot, though. Dave battling. He lost control still. Looks like there's been a sim engine goal or 2. It's been 1 for us, and we will get another shift, which is good as well. McCabe. Dave is open. Dave gets it. Dave walking to the net. Backhander turned away by Hellebuck. I feel like a lot of our shots have been from that same spot, but one of them's got to go in eventually, or maybe there will be a rebound for an assist, but I didn't really have much else to do there. Let's get back again. Oh my goodness. Ovechkin scores. That's just not my fault. That is not my fault. Ovechkin is still dangerous even in Winnipeg. He's already got 3 goals on the year, so he's outscoring Dave. But this is kind of a fluky play. A dump in, and then the pass to the one-timer. The shot gets blocked, and then Tanev is not even ready whatsoever. It hits off McCabe. Tanev doesn't see Ovechkin sneaking in. Ovechkin sneaks in and does what Ovi does, put stuff in the net. The one that should be covering that guy, in my opinion. Anyways, it is 1-1 after 1. Kind of an interesting first period. That goal that tied it up, like I said, I don't like it. It says bad line defense when literally I'm covering my man like I'm supposed to. But it is what it is. Let's get to the second period. We still have only the 1 assist all season, so we got to get something going. And apparently McCabe's going to be out, so maybe that shot block. Yeah, I think that shot block, he got hurt. So that's not great. That's not great. And we have taken a 2-1 lead, though. Matthews is back on the score sheet again, so he is at least heating up at the right time. Oh, their defensemen are making a change. Nice save there by Woll, and it found its way in. What the hell happened there? I didn't even see what happened. I saw the puck go up in the air, and then what happened afterwards? Tolvanen puts this in as their defensemen were making a change. I was focused on the defense, but what happened here? Did this go up in the air and then just drop back down? I guess it did. Yeah, it did. Jeez. Yeah, because that shot hit the blocker and it goes all the way up in the air. And it falls back down off the back of Woll and in. You know the game wants you to be out there for goals against when that happens. I mean, that shot was a powerful shot and a dangerous chance, but Domi's right on him the entire time, so our team's not playing bad defense. I'm covering here because I know there's defenders here. I probably should be on Sandberg, but they're also making another defensive change here too. Actually, no, I am on the right guy, I guess, because Sandberg does push it over to this side, but eventually that puck somehow finds a way to fall in after it went really high in the air for a bit. Yeah, that's a cheesy goal. But I've seen it happen before in this game a lot of times, so makes sense, but damn. We've been out there for 2 goals against. There you go, Dave. There you go. Let's cut back, throw that to Gavrikov. One-timer, that shot doesn't get through. Kampf tried to deflect it, but it doesn't work. There you go. Over to Dave. Dave will carry it in. Dave walks in. Oh my goodness, I wanted to throw that to Carlo for a shot. I probably should have shot it myself, but okay, good job, Woll. Oh my goodness, this loose puck. Dave finds it. Let's get out of the zone here before they take it away. Dave's got some room. We're spinning that. Oh, that was a good looking shot, but I was looking to see if anybody would open up for a passing lane, but I don't know if anybody did. And that's probably it for the second period for us, which means hopefully we can find a way to get something going in the third, because a lot of these games have been kind of close-ish, but we haven't done enough. Novak's turned away. Here we go. Gavrikov up to Dave. Dave might have some room if he uses that speed fast enough, which he does. Dave gets by, lost it, but he still made the pass over to Domi. I didn't pass the passing button. I lost control of the puck and it went to Domi. You know the game wants you to get points when that happens. But it's her second assist on the season, second assist in as many games as well. And once again, it's another one of those plays that give our team the lead in the third. So some clutch assists. And like I said, that one was one I didn't pass it. I was going to try and go to the backhand. I lose control of the puck, but it still finds it over to Domi. It's good that Domi goes to the net hard. And Dave will pick up at least another point. So at least we're starting to heat up a little bit, but maybe not in the best of ways, but still. We have that 3-2 lead now. Let's just make sure that they do not come back. Let's get some insurance. Dave steals it out of the corner. He's got a head full of steam. He'll walk around. Throws it in. Oh, that pass actually almost worked as a goal. That's funny. Literally my pass, I didn't pass it over to Domi when he scored. And then I almost passed it and it actually works almost as a goal. There you go, Domi up to Dave. Dave's got some room. He doesn't have a ton of speed, but he does get by still. Dave with it again. Backhander, turn away. I don't even know how I held on to that. And somehow Hellebuck's able to read that. I don't know how we held on to this puck. But we hold on to it. You get around the screen. We have this open net, and then Hellebuck gets that blocker out. Jesus. Well, we get one more shift in this game. We have a B- on offense, but everything else is a bit lower. So, technically, this game is worse than last game. It's just surprising we don't get another shift, so we technically have assisted on 2 game-winning goals these last 2 games. As our team wins again, so at least that's good. We're starting to win games. We're starting to get that offense back into our game as well. It is a slow approach, but slow approach might be better than the all-around rushing approach, so I'll take that as we win with our alternate black jersey, so that's good. That is good. Let's take a look at Dave's final stats in this one, and then we'll do one more game as well. So Dave had 1 assist, was -1 still. Kind of sucks, but 4 shots on goal, and the puck for minute 58. We did not register a hit in this one, which is kind of surprising, but we still have been at least throwing that body around a little bit more so as of late. So our last game, I don't remember who it was against, but we'll get to that here as fast as possible. We did finish, like I said, with a B- on offense, but the defensive grade wasn't great because we were -2 at one point, and team play was also a C+. All right. All right, one more game, and it's Carolina again. Last time we played Carolina, we lost 3-1, so it would be nice to get some redemption. It's a Halloween game, so that's also kind of cool. Little spooky season. See if Dave can make a spooktacular goal. You know, all the memes. Let's see. Activities. Let's see. Health is still pretty good. Okay. Decided to make sure that Dave didn't get knocked around too much. Let's get to this last game of this episode. We're 3-3-1 there, 1-6-1. So their only win literally came against us. They have been absolutely brutal since then. So we should be able to win this game. We should be able to. But knowing this game, you never know what could happen. So let's get the last game of this episode and see if we could win. We are playing against Pontus Holmberg's team. We played against him last episode, like I said. So it would be interesting to see what happens. And apparently this is a grudge match officially now, too. Svechnikov, 6 hits and 2 goals last game against us. He was dangerous. And Tanev, 4 hits and 3 blocks. All right. Let's see what we can do. Bluezynski trying to get around. Bluezynski will hold up. Makes a stutter play. Not a great pass there. Walker turns it over, though. Bluezynski's got it. The backhander turned away. Because their energy is halfway right now. Here you go, Kampf. Kampf with it. Kampf will shoot it. Kachekov will save it. And there's no rebound. Nice job, guys, on defense. Let's get it out quickly. OEL is playing this game because of McCabe's injury, which is what I was expecting. Oh, my goodness. Domi, you got to actually go in if you're going to go in like that. Here you go. Dave's got it. Dave will hold on. Looking around still. Finds OEL. That shot is turned away by Kachekov. Trying to get for a deflection or something. Nice pass by OEL. Here's Bluezynski. Dave. Still with it. Still with it. Throws it over. Domi, a shot that's turned away. Kampf. Dave. Dave to Riley. Riley bombs it. That's turned away. Domi's got it now. Over to Kampf. Kampf. Dave. That shot is not going to find a way in. What the hell was that? It was close. Dave was wide open in the slot. He got that pass. And this is a shot that bobbles because of the goalie. And it is like just wide of that post. I feel like our team's been shut out so many times in periods, and we will not have a goal in the first period, but some good chances for our line. It will find a way eventually. Playing against Owen Power was really tough for Dave when we played against him, but Nikishin's always that tempered guy as well. There we go. Kampf, Domi, and he doesn't even get a shot. Now he's got it, but he doesn't get a shot either. Let's go to the front of the net. Let's just make sure not to block our own teammates' shot like we've been doing all season long, apparently. There we go. Oh, okay, that shot was going wide of the net. Yemel finds Dave. Dave will shoot it. Deflected in front by Kampf, and that's turned away. Gavrikov finds it to Max. Max will find Dave. Dave will try and use that speed. Dave will get that speed. He's got a chance. He'll throw it to Domi. Domi's turned away as Dave gets buried into the net. But we get taken off after that, but that's okay. That's still a good shot. Okay. Or actually, I don't know if I took that shot. Did I take that shot, or was that Domi? Because it said Domi had a shot too. Why did they literally put that in a replay? That shot literally missed by a lot. I don't even know. Especially against a team with only 1 win on the year right now. Oh, Dave's got it. Dave makes a move. He's got it still. Backhander turned away. Kampf can't put the rebound in. OEL back to Dave again. Dave looks around, shoots it. Can't get it by. There you go, Domi. Nice pass. Dave trying to get around. Dave still with it. Dave looking for his options, and he got poke checked from behind. Then he almost stole it back, though. Domi lost Dave battling with him too. Dave's got it. Dave looks, tries to shoot it quickly because he saw Kampf. Kampf will spin and get a chance. And can check off the save. And is there a sim engine goal here? There is. Maybe multiple. No, it's 1 for Carolina. Our team is trailing. Are we literally going to get shut out for a 3rd time? Cover the point. There you go, Domi. You got it, man. Don't think about passing it to Dave. Dave's not wide open. Domi wets in. Turn away. Kampf fits it back to Bluezynski. Bluezynski's hit behind the net, though. Carlo over to Dave. Dave's got some space. Dave will hold up. Finds it to Kampf. Kampf will shoot it. Domi finds it and he scores. That's why we were out there. That's why I wanted to make that change. Max Domi ties it up with late in the 3rd. So some 3rd period skill from Dave. He has 3 assists in his last 3 3rd periods. That's an interesting stat line. As he finds Kampf. Kampf's shot was blocked. And that rebound is loose, and Domi finds it. Domi's been the best player on this team, I think, in terms of goal scoring this season. Other than Matthews. But that's a big goal here to tie it up and to make sure we don't get shut out again. So, Dave with another apple. And like I said, they've all come in the 3rd period. So, kind of a unique stat line. Domi, Dave. Dave makes sure not to shoot it yet there. Then finds Carlo. Carlo, a bomb that just misses. Dave gets it back again. Riley. Carlo shoots it. That's turned away. Matthews in front. That's turned away. I'm going to stay out there a little bit longer as we wait to get out of zone. There we go. Almost full pressure. Matthews can't get a shot there. I'm going off now. Looks like we potentially might be going to another overtime, but Dave is becoming a playmaker, I guess. Are we going to overtime again in this episode? The answer is yes, we will. All right. I'll take another overtime. All right, so we get it to overtime, so we help our team secure a point. Can we win in overtime? Let's find out. We'll simulate to our first shift of overtime if there is one. Which there is not. Our team loses in overtime. God damn it, man. 25 seconds in. Well, maybe we weren't supposed to go to overtime even in the beginning, but another loss to Carolina. That's Carolina's second win of the season and second against us, so apparently they have our number. But Dave has been picking up some points now as of late. The team is still just having a little bit more struggles in terms of finding that offense consistency, but Dave finishes with 1 assist plus 1, 4 shots on goal in the .50 of puck possession time. No hits in his last game again. So Dave is maybe taking his foot off the hitting department a little bit to try and get these points, but it's good to see that he's figuring out his points a little bit near the end of this episode, as we're now up to 3 assists through 8 games. Even though our team lost that, we did have a good stat line on offense and defense. Team play could have been better, but it is what it is, as I always say. What does the coach have to say? We didn't reach our form score for sure.
As you know, we've been evaluating you for the last
we didn't reach it. Let's see, is there
where
more
we're
options?
at.
No,
We're
there's
happy
not.
with where you're at.
Oh, this is just to say what our approach is. We'll take another trade point. We'll still have a confident answer. But yeah, we didn't come anywhere close. 47 out of 70. We had 3 of 5 assists. We did have 30 of the 16 shots, though. So I think we're right there, as long as we get more goal scoring as well. Not just these assists, too. So there is that. I guess we will... Yeah, we'll probably wait till next episode to set up what we want to do as our next goal. But let's just double check Dave's health before we end this episode too, which it looks pretty fine. It's still an energetic. Maybe I could put that up, but I'm not going to just yet. I think we should be getting energy back soon enough. And of course my controller dies as I want to end this episode. Damn, man. All right, so controller is back on. That's good. Let's take a look at Dave's stat line to end off this episode. And then we will obviously hope that next episode is a little bit better. I think there is definitely some positives. But 8 games, 3 assists, -1. So obviously, I don't want to be out there for that many goals against. So if we could improve on that, that would be good. I would like to get on the score sheet a little bit more. We've now played 67 career games, just in case you guys wanted to meme that. 33 points, too. We've already had 30 shots on goal this season, which is a lot through 8 games. We are playing definitely a lot more ice time than last season. We have 6 hits so far. No block shots, which is kind of surprising. It would be nice to get some more block shots. And we have 19 giveaways now, 13 takeaways. So this episode, we might have gave the puck away a bit too much. But maybe also we played a little bit better than last episode. I honestly don't even know. But it would be nice to get some more consistent effort. Obviously, it seems like Dave right now is a bit of more of a playmaker, but he does have good hybrid production. Still really disciplined, so that's good to see. And still throwing his weight around a little bit more than he was before. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Dave Bluezynski Be a Pro. So in next episode, we'll continue to play more of the season. Of course, we'll probably get another 6 games done, as we will be starting up another chapter. I guess we could go for an easier approach if you guys want me to go to like just to get to the form score chapter kind of target. Or if you'd prefer me to obviously get more goals or assists, we could obviously try that too. But I think we're starting to pick up our offense a bit. The team has still been a little bit weird with a 3-3-2 record, but obviously there's still a lot of season left to go, so we shouldn't worry too much at this point. So link down below, and I'll see you guys next time.